Hey guys, this is the second video in creating Facebook ads to run traffic to our rebate funnels. In the first video, we covered all of the audiences and how we can create them. We talked about the view content audiences. We talked about the initiate checkout and the purchase audiences and how we're going to use them to retarget or repixel or kind of also exclude the ones that purchased the first time, so we're not retargeting them. All right, so let's head over to the ad account and show you how we can create the ad campaigns. So you're gonna go here to the your ad account and hit create. Let's just give it a nudge. For some reason it's not working. The objective for these campaigns is going to be conversion. Remember, we're running ads, we're driving traffic to a website that has a pixel, and that means we could do conversions and we could track every single event that's happening. So go ahead and hit continue. Now for the campaign name, we have a template for you guys, so you don't even have to worry about it. Or you can, if you run your own ad campaigns and you have your own preferred way to do conventions, naming conventions, that's up to you. We like to just be organized when it comes to naming conventions. And it's very important to know your date, your launch name, so you're not mixing anything. In my example, I used doormat, so I'm going to keep it to that. And then, of course, the objective is conversion. We're going to go ahead and turn on the campaign budget optimization, which is referred to as CBO. Now, let's talk a little bit about the budget. The budget usually, for us, when we start the first month, we like to think of it this way. The first month we like to give Facebook all the resources to get the right customers. So we allocate $1 to $5 per rebate. That doesn't mean that this is what it's gonna cost. It might cost you 10 cents or 15 cents or $1. We don't know. We like to just give it enough or sufficient rebate or traffic power so it can go find the people for you. So we just start with $20 or $15 for a campaign per day, and I think that's more than enough. Now let's head over to the ad set. So similarly, we're gonna have to go to the ad set name, and again, this is a template that has swipe copy we're gonna give to you so you can use. So let's take the ad set naming convention and add it right here and customize it the way we want. Now, you see in the second part it says int or LLA. So it's interest-based or lookalike audience, and we're going to go ahead with an interest-based. And since I'm running an ad for doormat as an example, and doormat falls under the interior design, I'm going to go ahead and put my interest is interior design. So if you had a dog product, then you go into the pet interest or the dog's interest, or if you had a cat, same thing. Similarly for that, whatever interest you have, whatever your product falls under what interest is where you want to target these type of people. Of course, this is a male, female, 18 to 65 plus, and then it's optimized conversion event. You keep that as is. We're going to go ahead and say conversion event location. So we're going to choose the website and keep it here, and then you add your pixel, of course, and then you scroll all the way down to the detailed targeting right here. And that's where you find the interest that you are looking for, which is for us, or in our scenario, is going to be interior design. So you go ahead and choose your own interest here. But before we actually leave, I just want to make sure that you exclude the purchase audience. Remember, we created the 3 audiences. I want you to make sure that you exclude the purchased demo, or the purchase demo is the name of the audience, but the purchased audience that we created in the first video. The reason being is for those that actually purchased, we don't want to send them to the same traffic, again, to the same offer. So we want to make sure that they're not doing that. All right, so now we head over to manual placement. And we just want to take off all of that stuff and stay only with Facebook. And most of these you could keep, but let's just stay with let's stay just in the news feed. Even this I don't really like. So that's really cool. Facebook Marketplace is not necessary as well. Facebook stories are cool. You could keep them or not. I wouldn't. I just like it in the feed news. The news feed, news feed. So I really would. I just uncheck everything basically. Newsfeed has been proven to be the most powerful for us, especially when it comes to rebate. So I would stick with that. Okay, and then that's when you hit next, and we're almost to the last step of running the ads or creating the ads. So let's go over here and get the naming convention that we have created here. Same thing, we're gonna do the month, date, year. It's really good and very important to stay organized when you're running these things. So variations, this is pretty cool. Now, we created a really nice creative asset repository where you could have multiples of headlines here, multiples of options when it comes to body, and as well as the creative assets, and you could add them here. And you can mix and match. So you could take this one and then a picture from here and run an ad set by itself. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take these first. Oh, actually, the reason why I wanted to show you this, because there's an ID. You could see ID here, ID here, ID here. So every single variation has its own ID, and this is what it would be. It would be 0, A, C, 0. So I would come back here, and this is the variation order, and we would put 0, A, C, 0, and we know which variation we chose, and it would just help so much. CTA is the call to action, and it will be learn more. That's what we're choosing. Then we scroll down to add creative. You put single image or video. You add the media here. You click on this and you could add the image. Primary text, you could just go to the creative repository and add this. Same goes with the headline. Come here, you add this. And then the website URL is going to be that of your funnel that you created from Brandymentals. Go over here. And basically that's it. Now, once you create this ad, you hit publish, and you can create multiples of ad sets and multiples of ads under the same ad sets. So you can duplicate the ad set itself, and then you can duplicate the ads and change, mix and match all of these steps that I showed you. You can also, so the ads, they can stay under the same um, interest, which is cool. And once you do that, that we know that it's running under this same ad set. But then you could create and duplicate a new ad set. So you can actually go here and duplicate it, and from there you could change, simply change what your interest is going to be. If you have a different type of interest, or if you wanted to shoot for behavior, you could do that and create multiple ads underneath. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to add this video into the mix and add it into the group. If you're not in the group, please go to our group. It's called the Ranking Secrets. This is where I'm going to be putting a lot of the content and go in depth about how to run these ads and what are the best use cases and the scenarios that have been very successful. Thank you and have a good day.